Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. Now, this will be a very quick one, I'm hoping, because there isn't really much else to talk about as far as what's been going on with the riots is concerned. But there is something that needs to be said about Humza Useless. I mean Yusuf. Or maybe I was right first time. You know, the guy who tried to bring in the Scottish Hate Crime Act. The guy who basically wanted to make it impossible to criticise a certain religion, Islam. Because let's face it, it was a blasphemy law. Yeah, that NPC who decided he's now going to wage war with Elon Musk, who is basically calling out the UK government for what it is right now. A traitorous bunch of establishment wankers who are basically trying to bring in civil war. He's hit it on the head when he said that they're bringing in civil war. He's hit it on the head as far as what Kier the Traitor Starmer is doing. And he has hit it on the head as far as what this country is becoming. I don't agree with a lot of things that Elon Musk says, but I do agree with him with this one point. But what I think makes all of this even worse is recently we've just found out, I have, although I do look like two people, don't I? Anyway, I found out that Kier the Traitor Starmer now wants to make it illegal. And you're not going to believe this. He wants to make it illegal to swear out on the streets. Well, I'll tell you what, Kier the Traitor Starmer. Thank you. You can fuck off right now. Sorry about the ice cream thing I tipped. Anyway, you can fuck off right now, Kier the Traitor Starmer, because if you think I'm going to conform to any of that shit, you've got another fucking thing coming. So you can take your dictatorship and shove it where the sun doesn't shine, because there is no shot that I am complying with that. If I want to swear out on the streets, I'll do it however much I fucking well please, Kier the Traitor Starmer. There ain't a fucking thing you can do to stop me, unless you want to lock me up in prison. But the moment you do that, you are going to prove to everyone in this country that you really are a dictator. Or again, maybe I was right first time. Like, how sad is it we've reached a situation where Kier the Traitor Starmer wants to ban swear words? Like, it's a sorry state of affairs, isn't it, folks? He just doesn't get it, does he? And all this talk of, oh, Nigel Farage, the one who's inciting the riots. Oh, Tommy Robinson is the one who's inciting the riots. And then we have Piers the Knob Jockey Morgan going out of his way to libelously slander Tommy Robinson on his show when he was with Andrew Tate. Now, I don't agree with a lot of the shit that Andrew Tate says, but what I will say is that clearly Piers Morgan is way too emotional and is over his head, or in over his head rather, when it comes down to having a sensible political debate, because he always resorts to calling Tommy a far-right thug. Yes, he may have stamped on the head of one copper, but this was back when he had his wife being harassed by this off-duty cop, and he was actually in the right to defend his wife. The problem was, the moment he put his foot on the guy's head, that's when he crossed the line. But, of course, the mainstream media don't want to tell you this. You know the drill, folks, because say it with me. It doesn't suit the narrative. Poor old Piers Morgan can't even seem to take a hint and actually do a little bit of research. If he did a bit more research, I guarantee you he wouldn't say half the shit that he has said about Tommy Robinson. But I also will say this, if Kier the Traitor Starmer had actually read the room and realised that people are not taking too kindly to his dictatorship, where he wants to rule over everyone with an iron fist while protecting the traitors within, i.e. Islam, who want to convert this country into Great Britannistan and want to rule over this country over Sharia law, I guarantee you he would not be going all in on the supposed far right. And he'd actually show a little more respect for the patriots and the concerned parents who care about their kids, because a lot of these people are actually what funds this dickhead's job. If we just decide to just basically down tools and fuck off, how long do you think it would take for Kier the Traitor Starmer to realise he has just fucked up in a big way. Not very long, I suspect. We pay for their jobs, and they must not forget that. Because at the end of the day, we, the working class, the British people, we make all the cogs in the machine work. We're the ones who make sure all the machinery is fixed up and is in tip-top condition. And if we decide when that machine has a breakdown, we're not going to help, do you think Kier the Traitor Starmer is going to be a happy bunny? Something tells me not. So Kier the Traitor Starmer, you need to read the room. You need to take a hint. Because if it weren't for us, you wouldn't be in that position. The lowest turnout of any fucking election. And you got voted in on the lowest majority. If we had potential political representation, you'd be sweating in your boots right now. You'd be sweating your tiny little bollocks off because you'd be like, oh shit, there's 70 MPs in here who can all challenge my views. And I know I haven't got a leg to stand on, except the wooden leg that I borrowed from fucking Captain Hook. Because that's the way he is right now. He doesn't give a shit about the British people. He doesn't give a shit about the working class. He doesn't give a shit about the people who pay his wages. He cares about himself. Kier the Traitor Starmer is only out for Kier the Traitor Starmer. That's what it boils down to. In the exact same manner that Humza Useless is out for Humza Useless. He is a scumbag, just like Kier the Traitor Starmer. And we need to take out the trash, metaphorically speaking. We need to show these people exactly who they answer to. Because people shouldn't fear their governments. Governments should fear their people. And last time I checked, if people didn't really want people like Kier the Traitor Starmer in power, we'd let them know about it. The only reason he's getting in power is because the Islamic vote, most likely. He is the sort of person who will only ever get NPCs and the Muslim vote because he won't be able to appease the indigenous British population. He hates the indigenous British population, quite frankly. Like I said before, this friggin' phone, it's because, as I said, this corner up here, as I said before, this phone actually had a one-on-one fight with the concrete pavement and lost. So that's why this bit up here is actually coming out, and that's why you see like this little purple line and shit actually coming out and causing this lighting effect. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get that bitch on. And I'm going to put it like this. Kier the Traitor Starmer wants this to be his own little Britain-China Republic, if you will. He is Stalin in every sense of the word. Rule with an iron fist, fuck everyone in the ass, and make sure that nobody can oppose him. He is trying to silence all political opposition because he knows damn well we oppose this regime. He knows damn well we don't approve of this shit. So he's doing whatever he can to cancel us, deplatform us, and censor us. The unequivocal definition of fascism, folks. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get rid of us on Facebook. He's trying to get rid of us on Instagram. He's trying to get rid of us on X, even though it's owned by Elon Musk. He's trying to get rid of people like Tommy Robinson on YouTube, because they know full fucking well that Tommy Robinson is a very big threat to the establishment, being able to speak the truth. Whereas Kier the Traitor Starmer has taken the hypocrite's oath. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but my truth. But the mainstream media is not going to tell you that. The bottom line, Kier the Traitor Starmer, is you are not going to get people's conformity by continually doubling down as a dick taster. You are only going to get the British people's respect if you basically do as the British people have asked you to do. We wanted out of the EU and the ECHR. We wanted control on the borders. We want to get rid of the illegal immigrants that have no legal or human right to be here. And we want to get rid of intolerant Islamic scumbags who have no right to be here at all. People like Anjem Chowdhury should be in Guantanamo Bay, quite frankly. Not in our fucking prisons where he can basically whip up more hatred towards the British people and recruit more Muslims to his army. That's what it boils down to. You're not listening to us, but you want to go after us indigenous Brits just because we say fuck you, Kier the Traitor Starmer? Well, I'm going to keep saying fuck you, Kier the Traitor Starmer, because you are not suppressing my freedom of speech. You are not suppressing anybody's freedom of speech. And if you try to arrest me, I will make sure a video goes out that they know about this, and they will know exactly that they are dealing with Kier the Traitor Starmer.